Alright guys, so today we are looking at a memory card. We haven't done a memory card review in a while. So the folks over at Lexar, the lovely folks, said, hey, we have a new E-Series micro SD cards that you should do a test to see what the speed's like. And I was like, sure, send it on over. So here it is, 128 gig Lexar. Now, a few things. These are really well priced. I'm always amazed. Again, I think it's awesome that the price of these cards are coming down so much. As you can see here, this one here, 128 gigs, coming in about 25 bucks. You can get like a 64 gig for $15, 256 gigs for $50. And you can go all the way up to a 512 gig for $100. That's pretty good. So if you're looking like at adding storage, this is really cool. Now we're going to do read and write tests here, and we're going to do it on a bunch of different systems. So on the Mac, we're actually going to change locations. We're going to go over to my iMac. And we are going to do a Blackmagic speed test as well as an Azure speed test. And on the Windows machine, because I don't have anything like that, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy a ridiculously large file. It's about 11 gigs in size for a single file. And we're going to copy it to the card to see if it can sustain its speed and what speed it gets sustained. And then of course we're going to read from it to see what we get from that. So that could be probably one of the better tests as it's recording and writing for long periods. All right, coming up. Okay guys, so again, this is the 128 gig version of this card, up to 100 megabits per second, A1, U3, Class 10, V30, high-speed TF card for Nintendo Switch, Bluetooth speakers, tablets, smartphones, cameras, drones, etc., etc. We're also gonna, I was just throwing this out there, we're also gonna test it in my little ZV-1. And the reason I wanna test it in that camera is that camera, outside of any of my other cameras, even my R6 and the R and all that kind of stuff, it is the one that is the most finicky with cards. And if you put a card in it that it says, I don't think it can write fast enough, it'll tell you that and just say no. For an example, my previous Lexar, which is a 633 times, I don't even know what series it is here, it just says Lexar 633 times, right? You guys maybe see that up there somewhere? Possibly. There it is, I think. Right there. Yeah, so this card works in just about everything except this camera. This camera right here. It just doesn't like its speed, I guess. So if you are running a Sony or the ZV-1 or probably anything like that, we'll let you know if it works, because the other ones are fine with it. All right, so here it is. This is it. Lexar 128 gig card, right? Comes with a little SD card adapter. Cool. And the card itself. So we are going to take this out here. Now, just so you guys know, this card here, doing a read, sustained, and that's through, that's through like a full, like 11 gig transfer from the card to the computer, was getting about 84 out of, I'm not sure that one said it would get, so 84. So I'm hoping this one should get similar, if not identical or better. And my hope would be that the actual write might be faster. So here we go. There it is. We're just gonna pop it in right there. All right, so we're bringing this pewter down. Here we go. I'm gonna tip the screen. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. Okay, and card is going in. Yeah, nope, there's nothing on it. So yeah, you're all good. Windows, right? I gotta scan everything. And let's just bring the brightness up here, my screen. So here's my file right here. This is the file. It's just over 11 gigs in size. Okay, so we're gonna go here and we are going to take this card, we're gonna bring this up here and simply, ready? Copy. Okay, so this is being written to. So we're seeing the speed start to increase off this. So 35, 30, we get peaks of about 39. So write speeds are, they're okay. Are they good enough for 4K? Well, that'll be the question when we use it in this camera. So we'll find that out shortly. But I'm going to fast forward this part for you fine folks to get it through, because it says it's going to be about 4.5 minutes. 4.5 minutes right now. So we'll just wait and find out, I guess. All right, so we're coming into the last gig that it's moving. And I'd have to say she's writing, her average where she kind of sits primarily is around the 35. She has peaked. She peaked once around 40, but she was just there and then right back down to in that 35, high 34s. So it's decent. It's not a super fast card for writing. Okay, so now we've got that here. We're going to delete the original that was on here, and we're going to go the other way. So now we're going to read from the card and copy to the actual computer. So again, the old 633 times was coming in around at 84, 85. So we're going to drag this here, see what we get. And yeah, it looks like we're pretty much identical, right? You're coming in 85, 84, really like solid at that speed, not a lot of fluctuation. So pretty much I would say the exact same speeds as you're getting from this. And this of course is Windows copying like a really large file. So we're coming in about 11 gigs right now. Just a little bit over 1.5 to 2 minutes to copy this. So just over twice the speed, the read versus the write speeds. And again, we'll just let this finish up just to verify that the speeds don't fluctuate as a card heats up a little bit, right? So hold on. All right, so we're down to the last like 20-ish seconds. That line here, you can see like it just never fluctuates. It's solid at about 85. So we didn't get the 100. It did say up to. That may be with smaller files as it has the opportunity to kind of peak, but on a big file sustained, you're getting 85. And that's pretty good for a read. It's pretty good for a read if you're moving files from the card to your machine, especially on a budget. Again, this is a $25 card, 128 gigs. That's not bad. That's Canadian. So for those of you elsewhere, the price is going to be a little different. But even a 64 gig, $15. That's pretty fantastic. All right, so that's that. Now, what we're also going to do here before we move into the other room, just real quick, is I'm going to turn this camera off. All right, stop that recording. Yep. And this is live. I don't know what's happening here. So I'm going to take the card out that I usually use in here. Hopefully you guys will be able to see this okay. And this is I'm going to turn it, we'll turn it this way. Take this card out and put this card in, because really I want to see if it'll work, right? Because this one had some issues. So because it does say 4K, I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't have a top camera anymore. Ready? I'm going to turn it on and it'll detect the card. Cannot record in this recording setting. Either switch to UHS-I U3 compatible card or change the record settings. So it doesn't like that, but it did like this one. So, all right, that's good. So let's go into the other room and we'll actually test this card on the Mac to see what kind of speeds we get. All right, hold on. All right, guys, so we are now over in the editing room, and just be aware the audio is not as good here. I'm just using a camera mic. But we have our Lexar. That's going in here. Okay, should show up. There it is. I don't need it to do an import right now, so we'll just actually we'll close Final Cut because I was doing some editing. All right, so first off, we'll bring up Blackmagic. You guys can hopefully see it here on the screen, and we're going to select that new drive. So that is untitled over here. That's it right there. Yep. You can see there's the files I was moving before. All right, open and start. Yeah, so it's actually giving us a little slower. No, it's coming in around that 33, 34 mark, right? And read, it's giving me a little quicker. We're getting up to about 90, 91, whereas we were about 85 on the Windows machine. And write coming in close to the 40 mark. All right, there you go. That's simple for that. So pretty accurate for the speed test here. All right, and then last test that we will do is going to be from Aja, and same deal. We're going to that untitled, open that up and do a start. Yeah, so pretty consistent. Doesn't matter if you're on the Windows computer or on the Mac computer. We're getting mid 30s, peaking up close to 40. But I say sustaining at around mid 35, 36. And we'll see if that read gets us again into that 85 to 90 mark. Let's see here. Yeah, she peaked at 90, 88. So yeah, that's kind of where she's coming in right now. So it does seem to work for 4K. It seemed to be okay. Not the fastest write. Pretty decent read though, not bad at all. So if you're on I'd say on a budget for sure, the E-Series from Lexar, not a bad card. You know, just watch your what your requirements are for writing, because there will be some cameras that require faster, right? So 36 is kind of what you're getting for that. All right, guys. Lexar E-Series. I will put links down below if you guys are interested at all in this card. And that's it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that little notification bell. And we will see you fine folks tomorrow. Later, guys.